Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to show and tell number 70. I keep wanting to go woohoo after every single one. I don't know why, but woohoo! So this week's not been as productive as I wish it had been overall, and it's just the little things. It's nothing big has happened. I've had multiple phone calls, and I had to go find some paperwork for something, and like even tomorrow we have a keypad entrance for our garage, but neither one of us know what the code is. We know it's a combination of these certain four numbers, but we just by happenstance occasionally get it right to where we can get it to open. And we only have one garage door opener. So we're having somebody come out to reprogram the garage door opener, sync up a new opener, and see why our garage won't, like the indoor button. Normally, you tap it and it closes. Well, ours, you have to sit there and hold it for the garage to close. Don't know what's going on with it, but so even tomorrow, like my day is going to be chopped up in these weird segments. Sometimes you have to adult. Sometimes you have to. Yep. So next week will probably be a lot of very similar kind of small finished objects. I don't know if I'll get the pale moon shawl finished or not. I'm about halfway through the color work on that. I've been putting a couple rows into my really obnoxious socks. They're pretty eye-watering. I love them. Obnoxious to look at, not obnoxious like the project's obnoxious. But I'm almost to the heel turn. I mean, I've made a lot of progress. Just 3 or 4 rows here, 3 or 4 rows there. Not yeah. So there's something else I worked on this week. Oh, I actually pulled my Cricut out and did some sentiments and stuff for the cards I've been working on, the Summer Fiesta set. So I actually got a lot done. And I keep forgetting, like, I haven't had that many knit and crochet finished objects, but I've made almost 100 cards. I'm just, been working on, I've did everything but this and the inside. So, like, since I got these things cut, we'll talk more about those in a second, because I do have a stack of done. Can finally show you cards. But anyway, one of the questions I get a lot is, how do you get so many things done? Because I do have a ridiculous amount of finished objects, like every month. Most of them are small things. And it's because I take projects with me constantly. If I walk out the door, even if I'm going to be in the car for 5 minutes, like last night we had dinner with friends. We were in the car for maybe 8 minutes between house and restaurant. And I took a project with me just for that 8-minute car ride. That's how I get so many things done. If there's a moment to pick up a dishcloth or a hat or a scarf, I will. I keep simple projects. That's one of the reasons why I have 900 projects on the go all the time, or at least that's what it feels like, because I'll have a paper crafting project. I will have a knitting project, a crochet project that are simple, a knitting project, and a crochet project that take thinking, like real thinking, which right now I don't have a crochet project for thinking. I've got a bunch of simple ones out of thinking one. I do have a sweater pattern, crochet summer sweater. And Troy and I, we went to go get a picture framed. We have a beautiful print of one of his cousins' paintings of the Smoky Mountains. And I think he said it was just outside of Cherokee. So it's probably heading more towards where what the picture looks like is it's heading more towards the Blue Ridge end of it. But anyway, we went to go do that. And one of the things somebody had asked me to review was the cream cotton, because its texture is different than like other garment cottons that are similar to like the cotton pop or bamboo pop. And Michael's released the two. So there's the cream cotton and then there's the other one. And the other one is like a standard garmenty cotton. But I've had a couple people ask me about the cream cotton. So I was like, it's $5. I'll go ahead and buy some. So I do have plans to crochet a simple, I'm looking for a pattern where the neckline is further out. So like if you wear it closer up here, it's going to drape in a cowl. If you wear it out here, you know, it might be kind of slouchy off the shouldery, but I want it to be t-shirt, sleeve length. And once again, I prefer my tops longer. Cover the tushy. So I am kind of looking for a pattern for that. I think I have one picked. But since that's being clearanced out, and I know a lot of people have bought it, I am still going to go ahead and try to do a review on that. It might be the fall before it's done. Let's be honest. All my big projects are taking me forever. So anyway, that's why I have so many projects on the go. That's why, yeah. So anyway, I got some hats. This is my next entry. I'm going to put a smaller pink palm on this. This is my next entry in the 80s Kids Mal. This is the, they call it child or baby. This is an older child size hat. I mean, if you fold the brim up enough, at 5 years old, you could wear this. I mean, this is definitely, to me, a child size hat. Because, I mean, I can almost wear this. It's huge. So I am doing another one for me, because I just love this Blossom on Bliss yarn. And then I will probably do some sort of I'm thinking a triangle cowl scarf. Shoo! Excuse me. But yeah, and on mine, I have a giant pink, hot pink fur palm. And that's what's going on mine. I did not intend to just do a whole bunch of stuff with the Blossom on Bliss yarn for the 80s Kids Mal, but it's kind of been perfect. It's been accidental. So I keep getting distracted with other color work projects. I had intended to make something to enter the Sweet Tea No Shade make along, the Entrelac and Intarsia, because I love Intarsia. I've done that before, but I've never done Entrelac. And I actually found some dishcloth patterns using Entrelac, and I was like, that's perfect. I can work through my cotton. I have a couple items to send Rose for donations, and I get to play with a new stitch. Have I started it? Because I keep getting distracted. I'm like a chihuahua, just. So this is, that was the Hill 60 hat, which is one of my go-to hats. I will have links for anything with a pattern down below. This is the Endless Texture hat. This is using the Coffee Beans yarn. Last week I shared with you the Ross hat that I did with it. So this is my crochet piece for testing it out for review. Tell you I like it. One of the cool things is they both have 4 different color flecky bits in there, which was kind of cool. And I think it actually worked out better in the crochet because it kind of indirectly pulled and created not splotches, but like the hint of splotchiness, which is cool. Not what I expected though. This is kind of more how I expected it to look knit. Anyway, I did alter it to where I used the camel stitch for the brim. Now this one is a little small for me. Even with my tiny head, it's a little small. It's meant to be a slouchy hat, and like I've got like a 2-inch slouch off the back, which is perfect because I didn't want an adult size hat. So we got that. Saturday we were running some errands, so I decided to pull out some cotton and finally do another dishcloth. So this is using Sugar and Cream Stripes and Naturals. And this is just my lemon peel dishcloth. And then I had enough to do a matching round. And this one, I don't know that I like the way this looks. I think it might be the yarn I don't like with it, but I did the reverse single crochet just to add a little bit more stability to the edge, get a little bit more, like I said, I don't use these for cleaning my face. I use these for dishes. I use these for cleaning like the countertops and stuff. But yeah, I thought a little more stability to the edge would be nice. Not sure I'm in love with that. So the next thing I got done is my next Franken pot holder. And you can see that's where the Naturals is, right there in the center. So there we go. It's just the fold over dishcloth. I think Margaret Olander has a tutorial for how to do them. It's kind of one of those, everybody has a version of this because it's classic, simple, everybody loves them. So yeah, that's my finished objects for the week. I already told you about what I worked on. Let's go to what cards I made. So I did not do very well last night. I was trying to come down here and I made notes of what goes on what cards and somehow managed to mess it up. So for these, this should have been blue. And I have some margarita ones that were supposed to be green. I'm going to have to recut the green ones. And on the inside, we have that. And on the back, it's just a piece of washi tape. The envelopes have some matching washi on them. I love this one. I think this is just absolutely adorable. Happy. And on the inside, that's what it looks like. And on the back, we have the Fiesta Ola tape. Time to Fiesta. I love this collection. This was one of the happiest collections I have ever worked with. And I love the paper. It's just so happy. That was another one. I did add in a couple of pieces from the Cinco de Mayo collection that Recollections did a couple years ago, just to fill in some more of the solid pieces, because we had a lot like this Fiesta paper, but to me, like, this also made a really, the avocado Fiesta, it made a really good focal point. I really liked it on its own, so I added in things like this polka dot paper just to extend it a little bit. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 of these. So the cactus is once again another one of the ones I added in. And that just has a very Southwest feel. And I think this is when I got to the here's hoping your summer's full of sunshine, cool drinks, and joy to fill a year. And then once again, we've got the Time to Fiesta washi tape on that one. Let's see. Oh, these turned out really pretty. I wish I had angle cut these, but that's whatever. To me, that just screams summer. I just love it. Got watermelons, avocados, margarita. I did have a scrap of the same washi tape there. And then I had this amazing fruit. And the envelope's got the same fruit on the back. So this is probably one of the ones I'll send out myself. A lot of these will probably get donated to one of the card charities. So this last one is also precious. kind of hard to beat the... And then on the back, we have the hearts. Same thing with the envelopes. No, I've got Fiesta like there's no manana and Holy Guacamole on the back. I forgot, because this one had the pineapples on it. And I did actually line them up to where you could see both phrases on there. But hopefully these will bring joy to some people. They're very festive, happy, joyous. I know a lot of the cards I donate go to hospital charities, children's charities, things like that. So hopefully somebody will make good use of a lot of them. There are a couple of them that I will be sending out myself that are a little bit more generic, you know, just happy. Like the margarita. There's some that I did with some watermelon on them. They're just a watermelon theme, so I'll probably send those out myself. So that's everything I made that's done. Next up is acquisitions. I did good. It's just my tea doddles of the month. I have been having so much fun with these, and I've been doing so many sock weight projects and playing with sock yarns. Even if it's in a, like, I've been using these as ball sacks. They're perfect. But I love this fabric. And then I got the mermaid scale, obviously. And she did yellow polka dots on the inside. It was an itsy-bitsy yellow polka dot bikini. It's a good thing I'm not monetized, because that would have probably just gotten me copyright struck. So this lasted about 5 minutes coming into the house. It actually did brew. Now, I prefer my tea just a little bit stronger. So it's a little on the, like, weak tea side, but the flavor was really good. I really liked it. Unfortunately, it has sucralose in it. So it's something that I probably won't rebuy, because sucralose and I don't get along. That's in the category of foods that don't like me. Or my body just doesn't like it. I don't know. But one glass, you're fine. Like, no problem. It's yeah, I'm Southern. I do like sweet tea, and some of us can drink a pitcher of tea in a day. So yeah, it's really, really good. If you got it, try it. They also make one in raspberry, and there's like a watermelon and a mint. And I'm like, that all sounds so good. I wish they had used stevia in it to sweeten it instead of sucralose, though. So we got some bubbles. I'll be playing with that with Pippin and see if I can get him to chase the bubbles around. All right, so I'm going to go off on a tangent for the last thing. So we'll go to Maker Charms next. So we got a sun, a flip-flop, and a watermelon. Watermelon! And like Christy pointed out, how cute is this charm with the bottom of it still having the tread and everything, and the little thong strap tab. I love little details like that. That just makes me so happy. I don't know why. But and she did her new way of doing the tags instead of putting a business card in here. I mean, I have a huge collection of her business cards now. So the last thing she put in was some Epsom salts. And this one it's Dr. Teal's Calm Your Mind with ashwagandha and essential oils. And it's got like a floral lemon balm kind of scent to it. It's very floral with like undertones of like lemon and maybe like a mint or eucalyptus or something. It's really unique, very, very pretty smelling. It's kind of similar to their chamomile, but not, the chamomile is not as sweet as this. This is a very, very sweet scent. So like TMI, but I have a lot of chronic joint pain and soft tissue inflammation. I have no idea why. It's been a problem since I was a teenager that's just progressively gotten worse over the years. One of the reasons why I don't like really filming like my hands and stuff is you can see where my fingers are starting to turn in on themselves and twist. Really get them straight, but especially my middle finger is really bad on both hands. It started in my hips. It's progressed around my body. My hands are slowly getting to where they're misshapen. But it's not arthritis-y. It doesn't hurt because it's twisted, and it doesn't hurt from use. But there's like just that constant ache all over from joint pain. So that's one of the reasons why, I did an elimination diet to see if there was a food component to it. I try to avoid wheat and refined sugar because those do contribute to the joint pain and soft tissue swelling. The worse my soft tissue swelling gets, the worse my joints get. It'll go soft tissue to joints. So yeah, that's why I've been especially this year, very proactive in trying to, anyway. But for years now, I have taken an Epsom salt soak once a week. And if I'm doing anything with very heavy activity, like when we move, paint a room, things like that, I will take an extra soak on those days. Epsom salt are really good at pulling out extra fluids. It's got magnesium in it, which helps with excess fluid retention. So you're not going to lose like more than what your body needs to divest of. But I do take a fairly hot soak with it, and I will stay in for as long as an hour. And then I actually wait an hour before I take a shower. So it's definitely a therapeutic bath, not a cleaning bath. And if I can, I will time it to take it right after my workout, but I normally do that on Wednesday. So Dr. Teal's is very expensive. It's like $6 for a 3-pound bag. Whereas regular Epsom salt are like, you regularly get them at the drugstore, $3 for a 5 to 8 pound bag. On Amazon, you can get them even cheaper sometimes. And I've got a couple of friends that take Epsom salt soaks more regularly than I do. And they'll actually buy like the 25-pound bag, and you can get that for like $25 some places. So what I started doing, because I love the way these smell, and particularly the eucalyptus spearmint scent, which also helps with my allergies and headaches. It's fairly decent for migraines as well. I put just enough to help open up my airways and scent the bath. So like, this is more than enough. She was like, oh, we can use this for a foot soak. And it's like, no. I'll put a pound of my unscented stuff in the tub and then add this to it. And now I have a scented bath with just enough to get on. And because I was trying to find this locally, the ashwagandha one, because I really do like the way it smells. So it's like, hey, if that doesn't give me a headache, where can I get some more? Couldn't find this one, but our Target carries the orange scented one. And I'm kind of tempted. They also have a peppermint one that I have not. I've seen like the peppermint foot soak one, but this one is like peppermint and something else. And I'm like, I've seen the rosemary. That one wasn't bad. I've used the lavender. I've used the chamomile. Chamomile's really, really sweet though. If you don't do perfumes but can handle essential oil, still don't do chamomile. That one is very, very, very sweet. It doesn't have that alcohol fragrance base underneath it, but it's very sweet and it's very sharp on your sinuses. Would not recommend if you have migraines, scent-based migraines. But the lavender was fine. No issues with that one. Same thing with the eucalyptus spearmint. But now instead of doing a foot soak, this will be my bath soak, because that's more than enough to scent a bath. So I'm kind of excited about that. It's a little strong, but that's in the sealed tube. I don't think that's going to be overpowering in the bath. But yeah, so like I use like a pound of Epsom salts plus, yeah. So just it might work for you too. It might help. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. I've already talked your ear off for 25 minutes. I hope that's all I have to say. I hope you guys have had an amazing week. Saturday, we will have a video. We're going to be revisiting some of my older finished objects, and I'll spend some time talking to you guys about what those are and why those were made. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all real soon. Bye, guys.